nervous. No matter how many times I do this, I always get a little bit nervous, maybe a little tingly feeling inside. Okay, let's go. Do the basics. So, hello everyone, it's me, your favorite content creator, Lily Sensei, or you can just call me Lily for short. It just there is whatever. So today's live stream, since I was going to originally post a regular video, maybe like a skit or something like that, but I changed it up since I know it's been a while since I've been very quiet in today's since past few days. So I decided to do this live stream before I posted the video that I was going to make. So I'm gonna go through a challenge I decided to partake in. I think it's called a DITSY, something like that. I don't remember, but it's something of you. They give you like something you do, and then you complete it, and then you get the free code. So I'm partaking in that set challenge from vgen, like vgen, I think. So they give you like a reference, and then you use the reference to draw genie in your step. So my goal is to get the lines in sync with the original reference as possible, so when they're gonna animate it, it just flows with it, right? So I'm gonna try my very best to get the lines as close as possible while drawing her in my style. It's simple enough, right? So if you're ready, let's go with today's live stream. Okay, so I already had it open, and since I didn't really want to bore anyone, I had to take into consideration, because I know my sketches tend to take 3 hours when I'm doing them. So I pre-prep for this video, and instead I just pre-sketched before I made the stream. I did the sketch like yesterday, and surprisingly, it really didn't take me the usual 3 hours. It kind of took me like 4 hours to really make. So I'm just really gonna go through this because I think it's really cool. So you might be seeing the thumbnail right now. In any case, the thumbnail, it's like if anyone sees the thumbnail, it's just of me showcasing the event they're hosting, because I thought it'd be really fun to take part in this event. And so here I go. No matter how many times I go live, I always feel a little bit nervous. Anyways, okay, I thought it would have to look, because every time I came back here, it always kept loading or crashing out. Maybe it's because of the files I had to import in the app. Because yeah, you had to like use the files that they gave you, like you download it and then you just import it into whatever app you're using, depending. So I use IBS Paint X since um I didn't have I couldn't work with any other app, since the other apps that people were recommended I had to pay, and I'm still broke since I still haven't started out doing commissions yet. So and now I am still much very broke until I sort of like commissions. So, yeah. So here is the sketch, which I tried to get it as close to the reference as possible. I don't know. Sometimes I really have to laugh whenever I do any videos like this. So I'm gonna open up the layers so you guys can see the when I imported the files. This is what they gave you. So they basically gave you two poses, like pose A and pose B. It's kind of like the same thing, but only if you take this pose and flip it to the other side, then you get pose B. At least that's what my eyes are told me. So I'm gonna show you guys the reference, or the layers they gave you when you import the file. So these are the layers they give you, and then you have to make your own layer right here. And then that layer would be just your drawing in the file. So this is my layer, apart from all the ones that they gave me, and this is the one that I use. And the reference that I used was this one, where it says, wait, it was match, no, it was match pose B. So this is the one that I decided to use. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, maybe I think I got the wrong pose. Okay, I think it was this one. Wait, okay, I don't know what happened to it. Okay, so that has another explanation. Oh wait, okay, maybe I think sometimes whenever I import files, it kind of confuses me. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Okay, maybe it's not, but okay. Okay, I figured it out. I figured it out. So this is a reference that they gave me. And when I was sketching, it was a little bit difficult, but I made to. So this is the what I got in return. So this is the reference that I used, and this is what was it I'm gonna use? I'm gonna decrease the capacity a little bit. Since I know most times whenever I do these, I tend to resketch it maybe like 3 to 4 times, depending on how comfortable I feel when making these. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna take a right to just open it because I have to open up another device to see the any chat I have. Okay, where's my phone? Every sometimes I just don't believe in it. Sometimes I can't. I don't know. So, give me a few seconds. I'm gonna start the basic sketching soon. I'm gonna start soon. Just gonna open up my other device because I cannot see my comment section whenever I use mobile. And I didn't really couldn't really use it because I'm not accustomed using it. But anyways, oh, I was just about concerned what happened to my video. Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna start this stream now since I just want to ensure that I can see the comments. I didn't want to sound rude. Uh, oh, hello there, everyone. I hope everyone had a splendid weekend. Because I know mine has been very awful lately. I should really fix my schedule. But anyway, so okay, let's gonna start. I always tend to do maybe a little bit. I can't find the brush that I last used. Again. Okay, maybe. Where is it? I know I used it yesterday. Okay, I might have to watch another ad. Maybe I get that a lot, but sometimes I really don't think so. My friends always tell me that, but okay, paid for it. It's fun to be cheap because I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for it because I really do think I have like another other apps that I really want to explore. Looking, maybe I do have like some other apps that I want to explore, but for the time being, until I sort out some few things, uh, it'll sort itself out whenever I'm finished figuring out my financial situation. Well, I think maybe this was really the best time to do this since I really should have been finishing that animation or supposedly. No, it's not technically an animation. An animation. Oh wait, I thought I was seeing things. That's a notification. Hey, maybe I could have played a little music, but I know I'm gonna end up doing this more than once since I do like to get to a point where I feel comfortable with it. I feel comfortable with my drawing. Hello, how are you? Okay, maybe I'm not really good with interacting with people. Maybe I know I'm not good, but I can try. Well, if I ever said anything, the sketch alone took me um um I don't even remember how long the sketch alone took me because, to be fair, I had to get up and take a break since I was in a horrible back position. So it very depends. So sometimes a sketch alone can take me the whole day. I'm being very serious. And other times it just takes me a few hours depending on the type of drawing that I'm doing. And if it's an animation in total, then that's a different story. I'm gonna cry my ass out in the corner after this because I do have something to do after this, like an animation and school. But for now, I just really wanted to get this drawing out of the way since I think it's very fun to participate in these random events, these apps. I think they're or websites or whatever you want to call it. But I really did take a liking to vgen, so I have now become one with them. I think it's very nice app to use, but okay, maybe like, and I still haven't decided what I'm gonna use for the sketch. Oh hell no! I think it's about to rain. That is a very bad omen. I really don't want it to rain right now. Hello there. I hope I hope anyone I respond to can actually hear me. You know, my mic kind of varies. Sometimes it works and sometimes it does not. Hopefully, I don't mess up again. I think it's about to rain. Someone you may know. Okay, no, I don't know that person. Ah, shucks. Yeah, thank you. Okay, maybe I have cutting a lot of things lately. Time. Oh, the wrong side of the pen. Thank you very much. I worked really hard just doing the sketch alone, and I still realize I have the line art to do. Poor me after this. I don't think I'm gonna feel my hands after this evil. I'm not gonna be able to feel my hands after this. I always feel so nervous like, watching watching me draw when you do kids. Oh, it's no worry. Thank you for stopping by. And I'm glad you liked it. You take care of yourself. Much and you too. And enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye. read things to you. Okay, maybe I should have done once. Let's put this way now again. There's no way to say it. Cannot believe that some people already took part in this challenge have already finished and I'm still here with only a sketch. I've seen so many people come up with some wonderful art on Twitter and Instagram, and I can't believe I'm one of the very few who's gonna come up with maybe like a last minute. I'm determined to finish this today. Determination is kind of a key thing when I also maybe added a little something this already. You know, maybe sometimes I gotta put something. Hold on, 2025. Oh, 6, year 26, 2026. You know what, year 2026, when was the last? 24. Oh, yeah, it's been a year, like. little. And the shape is to how I want it. I know I'm gonna end up stopping it because I know I might end up stopping at the line art, which I always do for some reason. I have some unique friends. Interesting friends. Is that which one of them is that? Yeah, come on, girl. Big pain to me whenever I'm ready to draw. Start doing the line art. May the Lord have mercy on my soul. I don't think I'm gonna come back from this one. Welcome back. This is a real struggle. Okay, I'm thinking I'd have to manage this with two devices. Maybe these videos look a little bit weak. No matter how. Okay, it's official that this pen is blank. Okay, this pen is going a bit bad. I might have to freelance and just start using my fingers again. Maybe even if it's bad. Thank you. Thank you. Because it was hard to 16. Somebody can get out of the background. It's been a good time since I overheard what they were saying. I wonder what it would be like to travel. Maybe. Country. Okay, maybe sometimes I feel like we will let it here. Excuse me for anyone who heard that loud. Um, years of practice. I've been doing this for years. My best bet is like 13 or 14 years. Oh, today's only I think like Tuesday. This circle will sort out itself. One eye. Okay, hold on. One eye. I think this is basically the little logo. Another eye. Okay, I'll stop. This is looking like the bubble fingernail. I swore I came prepared before coming onto the stream. But of course. Yeah? Coming. Excuse me, I have to be right back. I'm gonna have to pick up my clothes off the ladder. See. Okay, guys, I am back. I had to take care of something really quickly, so I'm sorry I had to just dip out and just pause it like that. Alright, wrong tool. Whew. Whew. I'm tired. Okay, maybe this isn't working out. I don't like how this looks. Alright, whew. Gosh, I'm out of breath. Let's leave that right now for now. Oh wait, we can just attend to this right here. I am just now realizing my art sometimes comes out. Sometimes depending on my mood, finishing touches. Sometimes it just varies. So it can come out like nice and lovely, and sometimes it just comes out a little bit weird. Or at least to me. Yeah, that's a little better now. I'm gonna choose to add the frills a little bit little. Gonna add the frills, the little frillies, a little bit later once I sort it out. Feel a part of the ocean, and suddenly I'm soaring through the sea. Surrounding summer one emotion, not a part of me. It's a rush of wonder, like a ride, like a deep down under. I'm gonna simplify this a little bit later. Um, if anyone who has a comment, just hold on a little bit. There's buttons right here. Yeah, maybe I can get a good laugh while doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna get a good laugh out while making this. Possibly, maybe, simplifying. Surrounding to the water, ocean, and suddenly you fall into the sea, like a rush of wonder. Just gotta hold that thought for a moment. I'm gonna turn on back my screen a little bit soon. So soon. Gonna. How do I remember seeing this? Living deep down under. I was going to maybe test out one of the brushes. Gotta be. Oh, the rain's starting to fall. This is a little bit of a pattern because sometimes when it falls, I don't know if they can do, but I not be talking anything much. Okay, for this I'm gonna have to triangulate some parts of it along because whenever I attempt to fix anything, yeah, it doesn't end up though so well. Okay, I might have forgotten to add this in the sketch, but okay, it's okay because I can add it like right now. Add this right now. Okay, should be enough. Okay, gonna add a little something here since hold on. Yes, we'll find a way to see this when it's all over. I think I'm gonna feel a little bit of penis going it's gotta be gold. Oh, I gotta. Oh shoot! It's raining. Oh, it's raining. did you know it was raining? How did you know it was raining? Okay, I didn't think you. A lot of people. Oh, stop. It's really heavy right now. I did not expect it to rain today so hard. Even like poor clothes got caught in the crossfire for this. Well, the only good thing is that some of them died. Okay, time for the formidable, this is an interesting idea I had. It's raining so hard. Yeah, I have mercy on my soul for this. I did not expect this run. No, I'll go back here. Maybe this was I'll go back to Chicago. Another version of me. And then I had like a pencil, or it's like a pencil instead of eraser. And add a few different things to the sketch. It's like kinda. I think I really, because it was really a little bit not too tight than I intended it to be. Maybe it's the angle that it was left in, but I can guarantee that maybe. I guarantee that if it wasn't for the fact that it's useless now, that wouldn't be good. Maybe I was up high when I was doing the first sketch. Maybe, I think I probably was. Okay, maybe him a little bit right here. And this time I know sometimes I should really gonna try that easy to make it look weird. Okay, I think it's time for the line art since I think I'm a little satisfied with how the second sketch came out. Okay, the minute won't be like the first one that I do since I tend to do like maybe like before I'm fully satisfied. Yeah, that's just me. Maybe no one else does it, but it's definitely just me. I just have to do it until I decide. I can not Okay, we're going to move on to the next layer. So, if anybody really knows about vegan and if anybody really wants to take part in their event, even if it's just for fun, you can go ahead and check them out. I'm not doing any professional, but it's really fun to do this art because look at this. They literally give you a file that you can download and then import into the app that you use, depending on if you use. I'm not sure how it would work if you anyone use any other app. I don't know if it works the same, but for me, if I anyone use like Krita, I use Paint. I'm not sure if it works for every other app, but I'm guessing it does. So just import it and then you get everything that you know. You can just choose whichever you know pose you wanna do since they give you pose A and pose B. I think it's the same pose, but maybe I think it's the same pose but flipped to the other side to make it a little open, you know? But I guess it is okay. So I chose again one of the pose. So I'm gonna go to the next layer. Oh wait, okay. Okay, let's see how the second sketch came out. Hopefully better than the first one. Okay, I think it came out a little better than the first sketch. Okay, I think so. I'm gonna, since I'm already here, I'm gonna give this sketch a little bit of. Wait, I'm not in the wrong layer again. Okay, good. I know I should label them, but you know, I'm a lazy artist. So if I get lost, even so maybe even get lost. So it is okay. So it looks a little bit so it looks a little bit more fancy. Maybe I just have to start a little fun to make anything look a little bit fun than I already used. Because yes, this isn't really the coloring phase, but I just want to mess around with my drawing a little bit. Like mess around with it and have fun. This is what I always do sometimes, like mess around with the drawing to just have fun. You might have lost the color that I originally used, but you know. I apologize daily for the rain again because I had no idea it was going to rain today. This rain just came out of nowhere. This rain came out of nowhere. Like, looked out and it was like, oh no, it wouldn't rain. Definitely would not rain. But then here I am. It's raining. It's raining very hard. Okay, I'll stop. This will sort itself out when I'm ready to actually just put this here. This will sort itself out really. Here. One dot, two dot, three dot. I hope no one follows my bad examples of being very lazy. So throughout this the whole liner, I'm going to be doing a lot of shortcuts. I said this before, I am a very lazy person because doing this stuff, so I'm gonna be making some shortcuts. I like things to make it fancy. Okay, now I'm seeing it might be over there. I think I'm missing something with the line part. Let me check. Oh, okay. I'll figure out what I was missing. Okay, I don't think I'm seeing anything now. I'm gonna start the highlight since maybe it does look a little bit weird to me. Maybe. I know sometimes I should just leave it alone. Leave it alone, but my mind says I think this is a little bit more fair. Because something just looks like unexpected thought, but this isn't one because I'm gonna look at it. If you look at it, gonna turn away and look at it a little bit. I mean, it does kind of look like that, but I wanna fix something a little bit here. Okay, I think I prefer it this way. We're gonna fix something here. I always have to do like a second sketch. I'm going to have a lot of fun with the line art. Or rather, the sketching. This is still just a little sketching. I'm gonna fix a few things in it. So do excuse me for this. Just every time I look away, then I look back. Oh shit! Is my icon? I think I can do something like that on my phone. Okay, this is much better. You know who's gonna make it. Maybe from a personal point of view, since I've always looked at anime or stuff like that. Okay, let's give her some fishy brows. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But still, the concept of my heart, my roof. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I'm gonna practice. It's supposed to be nice. I can't break. How dare you? Okay, let me check something real quick. You called her up. Okay. You really want to know? I should finish this before I start so like seeking the laughter at the whole stream. What was the last brush that I used the last time? Okay, was it this one? Did I use this? Was this brush that I used? Okay, this was the brush. Okay, this was the brush. Oops. Okay, this should be fine. This should be fine in the brush. Okay, let me sit on this one. Where should I start? Okay, I'm gonna start. Ha! Okay, then I shall. Okay, the rain finally stopped. To avoid being copyrighted, this is what I'm about to do. I don't want to get copyrighted again. Hmm. That's bad.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head because there are so many things that I left unsaid. Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started. Get me out of now. To where we started. Get me out of now. To where we started. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started.
Come on, brother, I'm like, how many today?
Get me out of now. To where we started.
Yeah, it definitely did. Cause feels like come and go, come so easily. About you that I can't forget. Speaking the words again. Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Love the way you always leave me. I'm not.
Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always, always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always, always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
Sometimes AI generated text, or even our own writing when you're trying to sound formal, can come across as stiff or robotic. That's where the humanizer comes in. Once you've signed in, click on New Doc, and that'll open up the Grammarly editor. Here's a super
Take it slow, breathe in and let me go. Feeling the roots inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew, restless every time we start looking eyes up. Oh, 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 lost control. Who's ready to hatch some cool pets? Click here to make your very own monster on Adapted Mind, where monsters teach you math. Coming through the noise. I'm floating through outer space. I'm lost and I can't find a way. Oh, all the lights going dark and my hopes destroyed. Help me. Is anybody there? Save me. I'm running out of air. Calling out Mayday. Calling out Mayday. It's so dark out here in space. And it's been so long since I've seen a face. My eyes are shut, but I can see the void between you and me. And I feel like I'm going insane. Help me. Is anybody there? Save me. I'm running out of air. Calling out Mayday. Calling out Mayday. Far from the sun, beyond stars, I hear their song. They're coming closer, talking without sound, calling me home. Calling out Mayday. Calling out Mayday.
Yeah, duh. Of course.
Save me. I'm running out of air. I'm running out of air. I'm running out of air.
God. Damn.
Sister Cherry, me don't know how we have a bury Uncle.
Speeding across the
Country
country in
and someone
someone
else's
else's
car.
car.
Reading
Reading
a
a
book
book
of
of
secrets
secrets
and
and
learning
taking it
in
too
too
far.
far.
When we were sitting in
Singing on
hotels
the
on
other
the
side.
side, skipping details, and we would wiggle the windows to feel the wind on our skin. How long did you think we could make it? How far did you think we could take it? We couldn't be bothered, we didn't have time to think so far ahead. How long did you think we could make it? How far did you think we could take it? How bad did
Did
we
we
want
wanna
it?
be
Good
good?
did
Did
it
it
feel?
feel
Driving
really
fast
fast
until
until
we
we
crashed
crashed
into
into
each
each
other's
other's
arms.
arms?
Keep that wheels on, take one.
Something
That
that
wheels on,
really
keep
tight.
that wheels on, take one. That wheels on, take
Oh,
that wheels on, take one. That wheels on, take that wheels on, take until we crashed into each other's arms. Feeling across your
your
body
body
and
and
someone
someone
else's
else's
blood.
blood.
Reading
Reading
a
a
book
book
of
of
secrets
secrets
aloud
aloud
and
and
in
in
our
our head.
head. And we were sitting in
Spinning
hotels
hotels
on
on
the
the
side,
side.
skipping
Skimming
details,
around
and we
and we
would
would.
wiggle the
Leaving the
windows
windows
to
to
feel
feel
the
the
wind
wind
on
on
our
our
skin.
skin.
How long did you think we could make it? How far did you think we could take it? We couldn't be bothered, we didn't have time to think so far ahead. How long did you think we could make it? How far did you think we could take it? How bad did we want it? And good did it feel? Driving fast until we crashed into each other's arms. That feels like take one. That feels like take one. That feels like take one. That feels like take
Crash until we crash into each other's arms. Too far, cross the line, bit too far. 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 Cross the line, bit too far.
until we crashed into each other's arms.
No, I do not.
That follow. Oh, go on, just do what you do.
What's my favorite one?
As a brief for you.
Okay. Oh shit. That was an accident. Okay. Found
Imagine
Okay, maybe
having
just a
Bluetooth
little
phone
bit.
and still can't see anything. Auntie, I know your phone.
What does
Perfect
perfect
even
even
mean?
mean?
Is there even such a thing? Oh, oh. Can we switch up all the rules?
And I'm making a utopia. Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations.
Patience, I
They
keep
keep weighing me
weighing me
down.
down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I wanna live inside the upside down. Promise me and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10.
Whoa, whoa,
Honey, I'm a perfect 10.
whoa, whoa.
And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head. And I start to see. Honey, I'm a perfect 10.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. If I discuss
Sit with myself and I'm disgusted with the way
we're told to have a certain face, I still am
we
waiting because
realize
we
we
are
are
pixels
on
on
the
a screen.
screen.
So
So we're
we're human
human
and
and
we
we
breathe
breathe
every
every
single
single
thing we
thing
see.
we
Created,
created to
enjoy it.
it.
These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head.
I
I
wanna
wanna
live
live
inside
inside the
the
upside
upside
down.
down. For me and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10.
Whoa,
Honey,
honey,
I'm
I'm
a
a
perfect
perfect 10.
10. Whoa.
And
And
if
if
I
I
say
say
it
it
enough,
enough, it
it gets
gets
ingrained in my head. And I start
start
to
to think.
think, honey,
Honey,
I'm
I'm
a
a perfect
perfect
10.
10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Oh, oh, getting stronger every day. Keep on pushing through the pain. Keep on grinding till we die. Ain't no mercy in this life. There's nowhere left to run away. No, there's nowhere left to run away. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love. You say
Say
you
you
wanna
wanna try,
try, but
but
you
you
never
never
do.
do.
Sugar,
Sugar,
there's
there's
a
a
reason.
reason.
you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Ooh. Mm.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't
Yes, I
say you're
am
on
on
the
the
run
run
to
to
the
the
other
other side,
side. My
my love.
love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar,
There's
there's
a
a reason
reason
why
why
we
we
lose.
lose.
You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Wait.
The tech legend who's been right about everything from LinkedIn to AI just got voice pilled. And this is what he posted. If you use products like Whisper or ChatGPT Voice, you know what I mean. Voice is simply faster, more natural, and more flexible than typing. He said he's voice pilled, and I can see why. Whisperflow delivers what Reed calls the future of AI interaction. Here's how it works. Instead of typing, just talk. Whisperflow cleans it up instantly. Reed explains that voice is iterative by default. You stumble, you rephrase, you interrupt yourself. Whisperflow handles all of that and turns it into perfect prompts wherever you're
But
writing. Reed predicts we'll all be prompting AI more. And
but if you were to say like close people in your family, like the people closest to you, then you'd say like mother and dad. It depends on context, on how you use it, since it can mean like a lot of different terms. Cause I live in like a different country, so depends. Cause someone might say who's in your family, or like how's your family, like yeah, they're okay. And then when somebody out here in my country, they would ask you how's your family, they would want a big detail, like they want to know like everything, like how's your cousin, how's your father, like I heard this and that. But like if they were like close, like close relatives, then yeah, just that. Yeah, I know, don't worry. There's no more rain, by the way. It stopped. It stopped. Okay, sorry,
remember
guys.
how you
Sorry.
held me then,
Like
like all
all
the
the
race
race
in
in
a
a
house.
house. Okay, this one. This one.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost.
Yeah, he's reaching for the stars and making this to us. And I wonder where you are. It's there. That's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious.
Maybe you should take it slow.
It's there.
Yes, that's the part you always show.
Curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search for you, stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this to us. And I wonder where you are. It's there, yes. That's the part you always show. You're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. It's there, yes. That's the
Look
part
like
you
you always
always
show,
show.
'cause you're
You're
too
too curious.
curious.
Maybe you should take it slow.
Okay, right, I'm gonna have to change it or let it to this. Power of determination. I had been.
Why speed up the visa? Me now want leave ya. Grab my Lisa, bring her to Ibiza. Introduce you to Richie.
Does this look familiar? There's the breakfast fruit drink. The long ride.
When there's no sun finding your hands. No, it wasn't a food ad.
Oh, I regret for losing the one who loved me, for who I can't go back to.
Walking through all the dust, memories will fade. Our past we simply let fade. But when I don't want the door, waiting again. Oh, when will it be back again? Ask me simply let's play. And when I don't close the door,
waiting the chance, hoping you'll be back again. You make me feel so crazy, still in love with you. You make me feel amazing when you're right next to you. You make me feel so crazy, my heart breaks for you. Can't help but know that I'm still in love with you. You make me feel so.
I think I'm just gonna freak out and then just see the go again. Okay, I'll do the thing that last. Okay. I'll be right back.
Still and silent, calm before the storm. Gold and diamond, jewels behind the throne. Into the night, out of the dark, take to the sky.
I am so sorry, everyone. I had to take a little five, but I am back. Um, I just had to deal with some stuff. Things are getting a really little bit intense, but I hope everybody's enjoying the stream. But I had to. No, absolutely not. I don't know if you're still here. Um, but no, some drama and some issues because I don't know. It feels very off every time this real thing really happens, and I'm very awful, like awful, at expressing myself and trying to explain things. So sometimes it may come out a little bit sour, and sometimes it may come out as awful. So basically, this is something that I really never expected to happen because it's been happening for a very long time. So if something happens, all I can say is something bad happens, then automatically it's the dog's fault. Like literally. Like anything bad that happens, it's literally the dog's fault, which makes me really upset and mad at the same time because most of the things that happen that ends up leading to it, it's their fault and not the dogs. Because I can never imagine somebody leaving their device and mobile outside and then boom, and then boom, just like that. It's really honestly so very stressful. I never intended to just dip out or just exit like that, but I apologize dearly. Okay, I was just making sure. But the reason why I had to leave, the reason his family is going to really stress me out and be the end of it before I even leave. But anyways, for context, so the puppy and I'm not okay, you don't know this, but I have a puppy and a big dog. So the puppy is from the mama dog. She mysteriously got pregnant. No one knows who the father is, but yeah. So we ended up having one puppy, right? Because they were eight puppies. Two of them were given away. I It's a bad habit, don't worry. But two of the puppies ended up getting, you know, um, something like adopted. But the rest of the puppies were supposed to find a forever home, and trust me, I enjoyed looking after those puppies. They were really fun to have around, and I actually treated them as if they were like my very own, like like own flesh and blood, because the mom dog, her name is Coco, and she really does mean a lot to me. She means like the world to me. Whenever I was upset or sad or depressed or even crying, which was a lot, I'd often go outside and sit down with her, and I'd always feel a little bit better because, to be honest, she understood my mood very clearly and was trying to make me feel better. And after some time, I really did feel a lot more better. So I do really feel a lot of pain, especially since the puppies, what they experienced, they did not need to go through it. One of them even got run over twice. Like they reversed forward and then they reversed back. When they heard the first scream, they reversed back and then they reversed forward again before finally driving off. So that was the most horrifying thing because I had to sit by the little puppy um, until he eventually had to get put down because when the vet arrived, he said that the bladder was ruptured, and because the puppy was already suffering from parvo, it didn't make any sense to keep putting the puppy through any more pain, so the vet just had to put him down, and the rest of the puppies automatically died from the virus. And all of this could have been avoided if my family just listened to me about timely vaccinations. because I know that the earlier the better, and the area that I lived in, the entire yard was a parvovirus breeding ground, the entire yard. So I tried to pressure down for them to just give away the get let the puppies be vaccinated first before you give them away. Even the vet, when my grandmother asked him, um, she wants to give them away. The vet told her specifically, make sure they're vaccinated first before you give them away. And then after hearing this, do you know her side switched up so fast because my other aunt was pressing down on her saying that, okay, why should you, as the person who's giving them away, you're not selling them, why should you be the one to give them the vaccines? And that the man that she was saying that would give them the vaccine, because she had a guy who said he wanted the puppies, right? Some of the puppies, and said that he would give them the shot. But that's not how it works. They have to get it from the home that they're being relocated from, is what I said. And my grandmother was so insistent on it, and she just didn't even care, never even let my aunt call the vet and this, that, and this, that. So the puppies ended up getting their shots 8 weeks. 8 weeks. They ended, and by the time I was warning everybody saying that 8 weeks is too late, but maybe they would even have a fighting chance. But then one puppy got sick, we wasn't eating, and I was asking, begging for them to call the vet. I couldn't because I didn't even have any money at the time. I was begging for them to call the vet, saying that something might have been wrong, because from the moment one puppy started to show signs of lethargic, no movement, slow and not really running up and down like a normal puppy should, not eating at all, and then vomiting. The next day, the puppy started to deteriorate. She lost weight because it was most of the puppies were female. She started to lose weight. Then she started vomiting. Then she started to have diarrhea. And the last day she started to have bloody stool. And that was when my family decided to call the vet. They were having a full on discussion with the vet, saying that the puppy was doing this, the puppy was doing that, before they call them to even check up on the rest of the puppies. Because if they did so, the rest of the puppies wouldn't have died. And the logic that they have for this is literally they couldn't keep them, so it's best that they all died. But what they had to go through was very horrific. I had to literally stand there and smell the foul odor because some of them were vomiting blood. Literally, blood. Vomiting. I had to watch one by one as every last one of them collapsed. Some of them didn't even move, they just lay there and died. And the point for this is, even after all that, I managed to nurse one of the puppies back to life. Only one. It is. And how they try to cope with it is really psychotic. Really is. Because I keep saying, if you listen to me in the first place about vaccines instead of listening to other people who doesn't know a shit about dogs or puppies or how vaccinations work. Because even when they got the vaccine, everybody here thought they were safe. They didn't even know that the vaccines need time to work, giving it 14, I think 14 days. I don't remember how long. But they just thought, boom, as soon as they got the vaccine, it magically worked. So they thought that they were protected. They saying they don't understand why all the puppies ended up dying. Even earlier intervention could have at least saved more than one of the puppies' lives. No, they waited until that puppy died before they even called the vet to come over and check on the rest of the puppies. The only time the vet even suggested that, okay, let me come to check on them, was when all of the puppies started to fall to the virus. Because as you know, when one catches it, the rest of the litter will automatically catch it. So all of them went on one by one by one. And trust me, I never in my life I didn't need to know what blood need to smell like from an animal, much less coming out of its ass. So I smelled it coming out through the front door and through the back door, and the smell was putrid. It's not like anything I've smelled before. It's putrid. And it broke me because I had to try and care for it. When the vet came over, I knew it was too late, but I still prayed that one would survive. And I managed to nurse one back to health. My expectations dropped from hopes to nothing. Literally, the last puppy that was still here, I stopped believing that the last puppy would even survive. But I still worked hard day and night, following the vet's instruction to the T, giving it mouthfuls of the mix that he said I should mix up to give the puppy. I had to even come out every single hour. That means even in the middle of the night, I had to come out, give the puppy the mix, give the puppy some water because the puppy was too weak. I had to use the syringe to give the puppy the water, give the puppy some water through her mouth. And it took about a whole month before the puppy finally recovered. And you know what my family suggested in this house? They said that since it was a puppy that survived, we're keeping this puppy. We are keeping the puppy. But ever since the puppy has been staying here, I noticed some things that haven't been going on right. It is. It is because I really do want to have kids in the future. So I actually treated every last one of them as my own, so it really did hurt more than anyone else in this house. No one really cared for them as much as I did. It still haunts me in the middle of the night. I don't really say this much because I'm not really open, but it really haunts me every single night. I wake up, I smell the same horrid smell of blood in the air. Smell is still stuck in my nose. Till this day, I can't get rid of it. And then whenever I bring up this conversation, it's like nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to think about it. It's the fact that they know it's their fault that all of them died. Well, I'm not even sure about the two because guess what? Guess what? The man that my aunt was saying that wanted the puppies, she said that this guy was going to find homes for this guy. He would find people who wanted the puppies. But you know what he did? He sold them. Sold them. My aunt didn't even know that he was going to sell them because she was so sure that this would have made it so easy that my grandma didn't have to spend any money on vaccines. Saying that he would have given them, he would have done everything. But no, he sold them and talking about how she's the puppy's godmother. She's the puppy's this, she's the puppies that she loves them. Oh, they're so cute. And now when she's asking for pictures and videos because she told the guy to send her pictures and videos of the two puppies each month to see how they're doing. The man hasn't sent one to her. So he sold every last one of the puppies that he got. Yes. And this all of this happened last year, June. June to July. Since Coco, the mom, gave birth around June, I think, and all of the puppies when all this was going on was around September, August, September, and the final one, October. And it was harder on me since I had to lift them up. Every morning I woke up, it was a dead puppy. Every morning I woke up, I had to bag another puppy. I had to shovel it. Sometimes even sometimes when somebody passes and then the water and the fluid passes out through them, sometimes it even went in my face. I had to try and block my nose as hard as I could because of how awful the smell was. It was awful. And yet, everybody just moved on like nothing happened. And it's very haunting because then when the last puppy come and stays, she's doing quite fine. When I'm finished, I can show you a picture of her. She's a very lovely and a pretty puppy. But the thing is, how she behaves is like my family is making it to say that because it's a puppy, comparing a puppy to an adult dog, which is the mom, saying because the puppy is being misbehaved or because the puppy scratches the door when she wants to go out. The front door is literally marked up and scratched because the puppy is inside. I didn't have anywhere else to put the puppy, so basically she lives inside. And when she wants to go out, she scratches the door. When she wants somebody to stay with her, she scratches the door. So they're getting mad at the puppy for being a puppy, right? So what really happened? Just now, why I had to leave. This links back to what happens. So every time when something happens, they blame the dog, right? And it's their fault. So if somebody is coming to somebody here, they know they have a dog inside, right? They should put up the dog before the person comes or let the person inform you that, hey, they're on their way, so make sure you have everything ready. But no, they let the dog run loose. And when the dog bites up anybody's car tire, this is the mom dog. This is mom. They get mad and say they're tired that the dog is destroying their yard. But then they're the ones who got the dogs in the yard in the first place. So they any single action happens, they blame the dog for their actions, and I'm sick and tired of it. You wouldn't know how much I'm tired of it. So what happened just now is my grandmother. She left something important outside. Her phone, her glasses, and the gate opener. It's like those things where you have to press to open up those electric gates? Yeah. So she left her glasses, her phone, and the gate opener out. Mind you, a glasses that should be worn on her face. So she said that she was outside sweeping. Fine. The sweat was coming in her face, so she had to put down her glasses. But putting it on the veranda where the dogs were was not a good idea. And then saying using her memory, she uses this as an excuse every time. She says her memory isn't that good, but my head is worse than hers. But I know damn well if I have dogs inside or if the dogs are inside, I would leave my phone, anything valuable, because I know they're still animals and they can cause trouble sometimes when they play. Sometimes they play rough and they bounce things over, so things end up getting dropped on the floor, fallen and broke. She's lucky that her phone didn't break because her phone broke the last time she left it on a chair handle. Literally, she put her elbow on the side of the chair handle. The chair handle doesn't have that much space, so the phone fell from the chair and fell on the floor. Looks like she didn't learn her lesson from that again. And now she's saying that the dogs are stopping her from sitting on the veranda because she says that she can't sit on the veranda with these things because they destroyed my stuff. They destroyed it. They destroyed it. Literally. That's what she's saying. And I have to tell her that you can't use your memory as an excuse. I'm literally giving her solid advice, and she's saying that, oh, I don't like how you talk to me. I don't like when you talk to me. When, the funny thing is, if anyone else was criticizing her for anything that she did, they would have talked to her so rudely, she would have felt so bad about herself. And it leaves me puzzled every time this happens because they say that the dog is stopping them from doing this when you can literally do anything you want. The dog cannot stop you. Even when I come outside on the veranda, I come outside with my stuff. But when I'm going inside, I put my stuff back inside because I know if something happens to my devices, I'm not able to buy them back. So this is what happens every time. Even when my mom came here last summer, kept on throwing old meats, old food that came out of the sink into a bar that we have. We do not throw stuff into the bar, but she came here and threw it in the bar. Now, the dogs have a mindset to throw it on the bar so you can't put anything in there. So up to the time being, everybody was blaming the dog and saying it was their fault why they now started to pick up a bad habit. Until I had to be the one to disclose why the dog started to behave like this. This is what I'm so tired of. The innocent animals getting blamed, and then it makes it seem like, oh, I'm the one covering for the dogs because I love them. I'm only saying this because your actions are wrong, and your actions were the reason that led up to the events. And it's not the first time she broke her phone or her glasses. Wasn't the first. Last time she left it on the bed carelessly and rolled over and broke it. Popped it. Popped the handle that was holding the frame. So, yes, this is what I'm specifically tired of. I kept on telling her that you can sit on the veranda because she says she loves to sit on the veranda, but now she can't sit on the veranda because of what they did. She said that she's just going to take her radio, which she loves to listen to music on, and to just carry it inside and sit around the back and because she says she likes to sit outside. But you know what I'm thinking to myself? Really? Because it wasn't the first time that the puppies had gnawed something for me, but that was enough reason to just start carry my stuff outside. Because I have like a little device. I think it's called Alexa, and it's the one with the cord. So I have to plug it in. So they nod on the cord. It's not. It's the cord is still attached to the device, but they still nod on it. But I never left it outside again because they. I remember them gnawing on it twice now, but I still never left it outside. I then kept on pressing on her that you cannot say that, oh, because your head is bad, because you're old, your head is bad, you can't, you didn't remember to, because she said that she went inside to use the bathroom, fine, but then she went to do something. But if I knew I had something important outside, then I wouldn't leave it outside. That's like saying, oh, you left your wallet, your credit card outside and your intention was just to go inside and come back in. And when somebody takes it up and when you come back and you can't find it, that's like saying, I forgot it. If you know you have something important, why the hell are you leaving it outside? Because I know damn well. That's really nice. That's really nice. But it's still very frustrating at times because this is what I have to deal with on a daily basis. And this is why I found this new hobby to just get away from it all. Just to get away because this is my only escape. Online forums are my only escape from this madness. Because when they're done, I have to be the one basically the sponge that absorbed this whole emotional madness. Because apparently almost half of the people in this family are crazy. Right? So I have to be there as the standby, and just say, okay, I'm gonna give you some pep talk and some advice, and then automatically it's like it never happened. It never happened. And every last one of the members in my family follow this specific pattern from my grandmother. They're arrogant. They don't like to listen. If somebody's telling them advice, they don't want to listen. They're like, no one can tell me what to do. No one can tell me what to do. Literally, in their own words. Literally. So if you talk to them, you can't tell them what to do. If you're telling them how something works or how you see as a point of view, they'll just keep their own point of view, fine. But they're trying to push their own ideology onto you. So basically, you have no word or say in an argument. Only their voice has a say in the argument. You can't talk to people in my family. Yeah, she does. But I do too, and I still will not leave things outside that is important. Because if she were to leave her credit card or debit card outside, she would come back for it. I can tell you that. I can tell you. I've seen her do it many times. Whenever the puppy was even inside, she was saying, when I had to go upstairs for something, she said, make sure to lock her room door because she doesn't want the puppy to bite up her card. And mind you, it wasn't the first time this has happened. Not the first time. But still, the amount of times they do it is insane. I have to look at them for a quick second because My memory is 10 times worse than hers. You can ask me a question today and I will forget it tomorrow. Or even forget it the moment you ask me. I'm gonna have to be like, can you repeat that again? Or can you say that again? It's just gone. I can look at people in my class and you cannot ask me to name one person in my class. That's how bad my memory was. Because the reason why it happened that way because I had a habit of trying to forget things for a reason. So anytime when it's something, even the slightly important things, I struggle to even remember. That's how bad it is. But still, if I feel like something important, I'm not going to leave it outside because she sure as hell would not leave her credit card or debit card outside, whichever one she has. She would never leave it outside. I don't even remember what I ate. I don't even know. That's my point. I have a terrible, shitty memory. I can't even remember my own birthday. I can't even remember my own birthday. Whenever somebody just pops up and says, Happy birthday, I'm like, oh, it was my birthday today? I didn't even know. I just slide it. But, anyways, if it's something important, then I will actually remember. If it's something important. Like, okay, maybe some important things, but like cleaning. Nope, I don't. Literally, even when it's the month, I just goes away. That's how bad my memory is. Told you, bad memory, very bad memory. So it's like literally, that's all. That's literally everything that happens. And that's why I'm saying that she can't use memory and her age as an excuse because she does it every time. So I even give her alternatives to help her with it, but it's like, of course, arrogant people don't want to listen. So whenever I give her the advice, she does not listen. She literally, so it's not like she doesn't remember or doesn't hear. She turns her head the other way just not to look at me. And other people in my family are like this too. The only normal people in my family I can say is my cousins. That's all I can say. Because even if I want to ask for something from anyone, I can't. Because the last time I remembered trying to ask my brother for a favor, which, mind you, I shouldn't have even been asking him for this favor because the pen that I'm using right now is the same one that my mother broke. Basically, yes. Especially, chiefly, my own mother. It's sad to say in some cases, but some I get into arguments a lot of times frequently with her, and I remember specifically this was like last year in summer when she was here. When she was causing a lot of havoc to the puppy, and I was trying, since I cared for them with my life, I was trying to protect them from her basically. She was doing things that weren't right, taking them and throwing them outside to put on the carport. The dirty carport where people step over. Who knows whose shoes has been where and what. I had to take them back up and put them inside. She put them back out and she put them back out. Somebody had to end up being involved for her to listen to actually let the puppy stay inside. And it got so bad, so bad. I yelled at her to say that I don't trust you. And her words were, she does not care. Literally. So I have the worst relationship with my mother and eventually my own brother because my mother actually broke the stylus pen that I'm using right now. Miraculously, it's not that broken, but it doesn't work that well. The tip of the point, all of it is exposed. So it doesn't really work that well, but it works. That's why I said I was going to start to save up from commissions to be able to buy a new one for myself. because I went to my brother to like ask him if he could get one for me because I just wanted a favor since he always, I knew him for the type to always get things like for his little sister, but then this time he stopped and didn't really take into consideration. So my mom said when I wanted the stylus pen, she said, go ask my brother because he would more likely give it to do it quickly if I asked him, which is a lie. Which is a lie. Because my brother, he loves his mom so much. If I did anything bad to her, he would hurt me. And he said it in his own words in a threatening tone when he was here a year before last, right? So, I know even when my mom asks my brother to do something for her, he does it instantly. He does not hesitate. So that's why I know that she could have asked my brother to get this stylus pen. She didn't even have to mention that she broke it. She just wanted to get a stylus pen for your sister. That's all she had to do. But no, she wants to avoid it and just let me do it instead, knowing full well that he wasn't going to get it. Because she said before, a few weeks when I asked her, that he was not going to get it for me. He wasn't. So I never, and after that, I don't ask my brother for anything. I don't ask anyone in my family for anything anymore. Literally. Because you can't ask anyone for a favor. It's literally amusing sometimes. Yes, all of them. And the reason for this is because my grandmother is the root cause, because her behavior is outlining every single one of their behaviors. Every one of them has the same exact behavior as her. And you see, the only normal person I can actually validate for is my cousins. Because right now, I have this very cute plushie, like a Pokemon plushie. They gave it to me. They didn't really say that they were gonna give, but they asked me what kind of Pokemon type did I like, fire or ice. And I was worried about the question at first because I didn't know what they were talking about. Like, why would they ask me such a weird question? They never asked me such a question before. So I gave them my answer, and then the next day they actually called me to say that they were on their way to look out for them. I said, okay. And then, what do you know? I got this cute plushie. They handed it to me. And then the other instance was when I told them that I wanted chocolate for Christmas. Like, I told them I wanted chocolate. They were always a little hesitant giving me chocolate because they know I always eat chocolate a little too much, and they were a little restricted on me with it because they're concerned for my health. But they ended up giving me the chocolate regardless for Christmas. Yeah. So if I want something from my cousins, if they're able to get it for me, they will get it for me. So because of that, I really only feel as close. The only family member I feel really close to is my cousins. Yeah. Even sometimes when I go, I remember some instances when I went over their house, they were eating and then like a fudge, like a chocolate fudge. And I was like, hey, yo, I was, I have to admit, I was a little bit of a rude kid since they're a little older than me. I think about 2 years, but they're a little bit older than me. So I was like, hey guys, what you eating? I saw the fudge and I literally went like this. I took the fudge out of the dude's hand. I was like, I just bit a piece straight off of it. And he looked at me for a good moment. So yeah, I think they treat me like a sister, and I feel more like a little sister to them rather than cousins. Maybe it feels a little bit weird to me, but I really do feel like they're like more like an older brother figure to me rather than cousins. So I really do feel very happy because then again, I do have an older figure. Even when I want to ask a question, I call them Google or Wikipedia. Like I can literally call them that. So I do have like a fun dynamic with them. Though fair to say, the relationship how it started, it did start. It never started off as a good one. Like it never started off as a good one, but it lean later on, because kids can be kids sometimes, but after like spending more time with them, and I always went up their yard because family and family events and stuff, so I ended up at their yard almost every day, since my grandmother at the time was still driving, and every evening she would pick them up, since we basically did go to the same school at the time as well. So that's how most of the times I always ended up at their house. Like I was literally up there almost every day after school. I was even stealing snacks and their own food from them at one point. I did get into some arguments with them, but it's not bad arguments, just some conflicts. Yeah, they are really good people. Like when I say good people, like really good people. Some people in my family might say that I really love my cousins, and that whenever somebody says, "Oh, are we going to?" I always keep on asking, "Are we going to my cousin's house? Are we going to my cousin's house?" That's literally everything. Every time I asked, whenever anyone was going over my other aunt's house, so I would always beg sometimes for my grandmother to just go over there, to stop over there, because I really did like to see them, and I enjoyed their stories of how their school stories. I really did enjoy it, but it's really a breath of fresh air to have someone like that around, because if they don't know something, right? So say for example, because not everyone knows everything. So if they don't know anything specific, whenever I tell them something, say because I had like a conflict about my own hair with my family members, because they didn't understand how my hair grows and the behavior of my hair. So whenever they were just curious and were asking me why my hair would like look the same no matter how many months have passed, right? And then I gave him a brief explanation, and then showed him like maybe like when you research something, because it would have been a little bit better if he saw the thing for himself, because I'm very bad at giving explanations. So I searched up the type of hair that I had and gave him the explanation, and then he said, "Oh, okay, I understand now." Okay, instead of my other family members, they would be hesitant to say no. It's because of how you carry your hair, or how you treat it, and etc. Da 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 da. Literally, that's what they would have said to me, without fully acknowledging my own knowledge about my own hair. They would literally tell me that my hair hasn't grown, but they weren't the ones in my hair combing my hair for the past 3 months. They would literally think that they know everything, rather than just listening to somebody who has like a soft calm of advice. So they can't take criticism very well, which is, I think, is a very bad habit that they shouldn't really make up, because they literally can't take any criticism or take any advice from someone else. So I even remember one time when one of my relatives said to me, literally, they said, you can tell me what you know about your hair, but I am going to tell you that I know more than you about your own hair. No, they're in the same country as me, yes, but we are literally close neighbors, because I recently moved. Well, I moved I moved a long time ago, but we live like close neighbors now. Like it's only like a few drives away, and they would be here. So, but I don't get to see them that often, because college and stuff. And now they're going into a working field, since one of them, I think one of them is now graduated out of uni. So yeah, so it's a little bit harder to see them now. The only time I really do get to see them is if we have like a family event, which may the Lord bless me when we have any of those, because sometimes I really see some family members that I really don't want to see. So that's why I told you before that whenever I migrated, I wouldn't really be staying in the country. I want to explore other countries and find a country that resonated me and that I could just live on my own terms. That's why I'm saving up and starting early so that I wouldn't have the issue of trying to sort out my life then, because it really is a mess. Like, it really is an entire mess. And some other members have done way worse things, but of course, for me not to get flat, can't really disclose that here. So can, but it's really a mess. Like, most of them is really a mess. So that's why I took to drawing at first. But to be fair, I never really thought of actually doing this for. Not like the others. That's for sure. But don't worry. I already had my sights set on India already. I already had my sights set on India already. Cause I never really, but it's the sight. It's the sight. It's where I had my eyes on. That's kind of reminding me of that song. Song the song like they don't like us. They don't like us. Kendrick Lamar. Like it was all over the place sometimes, and then yeah, kind of just remind me of that song. Yeah, because they not like us. They're not like us. They're not like. I think that's basically about it because, um, worst the most of the things that some of them don't. Well, most of the things were mostly done or caused by rather than like my mom. So that's why I tend to stay quiet and far away from people. Because I never became an introvert just like that. I never became an introvert magically. To be fair, that really wasn't my personality before. Funny enough, I was actually an extrovert before. I was actually a literal extrovert before all of this madness. But I could never believe something so simple would be the thing that just broke me and turned me into a flat out introvert. Yeah, I was actually an extrovert before because I still remember a lot of things in my childhood. But now I'm an actual introvert. I didn't just switch up like that, but my whole life childhood was pure trauma. So basically, my mom shaped me into being this very shy and quiet person. It's not because it really I'm not it's really I'm shy, but I just prefer to keep to myself because I just tired. I got tired of like people calling me out and calling me you know what, I really won't really say anything much about this anymore. But anyways, hopefully I know that my life won't get any better until I leave, which salvation never felt any better than that. Salvation would have never felt any better than that the moment I get the pass to say, "Welcome to your new home. Hooray." I would have felt glory to the, I would have felt so happy. I tell you, but the only thing I would really regret is actually leaving the two little pets that I have behind, because out of everything, everybody treats the cat like a lot more better than they treat the dogs. I'm not even kidding. Literally. Literally. So the only really thing I wouldn't really regret is Because I know it'll be hard to, but at least I don't think I can even rehome the big dog anymore because she's already an adult and she has a tendency to bite people. So if she were to actually try to relocate, it would be hard, and I don't know who would actually take a dog that would actually um, risk biting them. So if anything, when I'm leaving, I wouldn't mind trying to ask my cousins if they have any friends because my cousins really did have like a lot of friends from their school days, and I just want to ask. I'm gonna ask them because I did mention and ask them before if anything happens because they don't really have a place to stay right now. Because they're just starting out, and I would just really like if they had anyone to who liked dogs, and would really take care of the little puppy. Then I would be very happy. That was the only because I don't think the puppy can stay here as much as I really want to just come back and visit the puppy like I wanted to, but seeing how everyone is going to treat her in the future, I don't think it's best to let her stay here in a home like this. Because I remember even one time when the puppy was curiously going outside, they literally dragged the puppy back inside, grabbing the puppy by her tail and dragging her inside. Before they called her back or tried to hold her and carry her, they grabbed the puppy by her tail. She even cried at the pole. It's just will be a little bit difficult, and I know because it's especially hard on me because I really hope that she could stay here and every month I'd come to look after her. Sadly, that won't be the case, seeing how everybody is just going back on seeing doing some stuff that I really don't like. So I'm gonna, before I leave, definitely, my only last wish will definitely be to try and relocate the puppy. It feels a little bit hard on her because she's already so used to living here with everyone. But again, this family can't keep a puppy. And I realized that because apparently they can abuse an animal whenever they want. They feel it's right to beat or hit an animal. And I am not really fond of that. So, as much as I can, I'm gonna try my best to see if I can relocate the puppy because I really don't think an environment like this is best for them. At least best for the last puppy that actually survived the virus, thanks to my care. And thanks to her giving, thanks, I just tried to give her a determination, a will to fight, because I didn't want her to just give up on me. She's a very nice puppy. She greets you, she's happy, she's cheerful. She even makes a little mischief sometimes every now and then. But I really don't approve of anyone lashing out on a puppy when they would or a dog in the first place or any kind of animal because they would quick to say it's their fault when it was their actions that led up to it in the first place because you have pets inside. You shouldn't leave anything outside. You should always carry your things with you because no one in their right mind would leave it there because I have like another relative, not from my side, from my cousin's side. She is I think she's a few months older than my grandmother. You wouldn't even know, but she has her phone with her 24/7. She never leaves it and she's never ever had an issue with her phone. The only thing she's really done is just get a new phone. That's it. But never ever complained, never ever did anything, and never just kept quiet. But this one, mine, she's really not cool. And the other thing I don't like is how she tends to blame others. Not only pets, like pets are not limited to the devastating blame game. Also, sometimes anything happened, I would also get past blame. I would pass the blame. And you see, the next thing I don't like is how ungrateful they can be in most cases. Yeah, but they just, regardless or not, they treat the dogs with literal shit. Literal shit. Excuse my foul language, but sometimes when I just really fed up, it just really takes me. Because I can't imagine all pets should just be treated equally, but then you have one animal where you think that you can do whatever you want just because it looks lower to you, or because you can take your think you can take your stress out on a poor defenseless animal. So in most cases, it really does bother me how some people can be this cruel. And from a viewing standpoint, it really just really bothers me, because I'm an animal person. I'm a literal animal person. I love animals, whether it be a cat, dog. I just love animals really bad. So whenever I get them, I tend to treat them with the utmost care as much as I can. So because of that, I tend to take a liking to them a little too much. I let them do whatever they want, but stopping them when they're being a little too mischievous, right? But then, if the animal gets a little bit too, for behaving like an animal, because sometimes it can get a little bit crowdy or a little bit naughty. That I know. But a little bit naughty, but they only pick up for the cat. The cat does many wrongs sometimes, most of the times, and nobody sees the bad behavior of the cat. They only see the bad behavior of the dogs and say, oh, the dog did this, the dog is doing that, she's tired of the dog. Literally. So I'm getting a little bit handsy, because they should know a little bit more better than to do that all over again. Because why would you go ahead and do that when the problem is right in front of you? So the cat can do no wrong, but the dogs can do wrong. And whenever the dogs do anything the slightest bit wrong, the dog gets cursed out, and saying they're getting more stressed because the dog did this and the dog did that. It really baffles me a lot. Yeah, sometimes the dog can be a little bit naughty. But dog stuff. They do dog things because they're dog stuff. But then again, they just make it seem like they're not supposed to behave like the animals they are. that's that's the treatment. What do you think? A little mischievous? Maybe if you leave your shoes outside, and then they kind of you know gnaw on it if you leave it outside, like literally like that. Uh, yeah, something like that. Or if you were to leave your food, like say you left some food, right? Not even food, like a bag of nuts, because I remember this specifically. Um, Somebody let the dog inside, the big dog, and I left a bag of cashews on my bed. Okay, I don't wait. It wasn't cashew. It was a bag of pistachio. It was in a Ziploc bag because I had no idea what else to put it in, because there was nothing else but a Ziploc bag, right? So somebody let the dog inside, and I forgot that I had like a bag of cashews, no, pistachio, I mean, on the bed. So by the time I heard something upstairs in my room, oh my god, the dog was on my bed. The bag of cash, the bag that the pistachio was in was on the floor, and the big mama was in down and deep in the pistachios. By the time when I called out to the mama dog, she was like, she looked at me, and I said, "Out, out, get out of my room, out, 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 out." She ran right out. But it's still a little bit funny because she was like, I really wanted the bag of pistachio seed because I love pistachios a lot, and was so happy when I got my hands on them. Not only to find out that like that the dog got into the bag first, because I was actually saving those for a good time, because I picked a movie to watch, and then I was just gonna sit there and gnaw on my nuts, and then when it come back, what do I see? A big dog on my bed eating up my nuts that I was literally saving for weeks. She wasn't supposed to go on my bed or in my room, but then she went in my room and started to eat out every last one of my peanuts. So, meaning she was being a little bit naughty. But then again, I'm only saying that things like this really do happen, and that I don't know. I think that it's really a bad habit for anyone to have, because yo, it's because instead of saying, "Oh, speak of the devil," my cat just dropped in from off the roof. He lives on the roof. He comes inside through my window, and he's just looking at me through my closed window. Hi. And I wasn't even mad at her because it was funny at the same time. So I wasn't even mad anymore. I wasn't even mad. I just looked at her and said, "Really? Really? A bag of pistachios? Really?" And it was and you know the other crazy thing is she just ate. She just got her dinner. Literally. After that. And she ate my bag of peanuts. I did cry though after that though. I really did cry after that. Because I really wanted those peanuts to eat while watching the movie. Which I never get the chance to, because likewise, I'm not a movie type of person, but out of boredom, I really wanted to like watch a movie at the time. So it was still a little bit amusing when she got into my bag. Nonetheless, that's why every time, whenever I see the mom coming inside, whenever anybody lets her in, I ensure my door is locked, because I don't want another incident again to happen like that again. I don't want another incident to happen like that. So okay, no. You stay outside because you already ate out something that I wanted. But she does try to scratch my door saying, "Please let me in, please let me in. I want to come in, please let me in." I wonder how long I've been here. Because I think I've been here for a very long time now. Not again. Someone's been ringing off the buzzer since yesterday. I don't think that's really a funny thing to probably a funny prank to pull when somebody has two big bad dogs inside. Okay, maybe not two, but I don't know. I don't know what that puppy will do to anyone because she looks like she's getting a little bit like her mom, like a little bit rowdy and rough. Okay, so this is internally because I really I remember when I mentioned that I want to try to relocate the puppy at least because I know the mama dog might be a little bit too late for that, but at least the puppy. I want to try to do it myself because I don't trust any of my families with relocating the puppy because after how my aunt really handled the whole you know after how my aunt really handled the whole, oh, she knows what she's doing with trying to find people to give away the puppies, but letting a man fool her that he was going to give them away and instead sold them and made a quick buck off of her. So yeah, my family is not good at even relocating puppies to a new home because I generally feel that it is very hard to find people out there who will actually try to treat the puppy like how you would actually treat them. But it is what it is. I'm definitely never trusting my family to relocate that puppy. Never, 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 never. Seeing as how it actually ended up turning out, with the puppies already getting literally sold. The guy literally probably made a lot of money because of the breed that the dog and the puppy was. Yeah, he's gonna sell that for like a I don't know how much people sell puppies for, especially when it comes from a nice breed. I don't know, but I know he's gonna probably sell that for like an arm and a leg. Oh no, no, no. That cat is not my cat at all. It's somebody who I know, like an online friend. Somebody I know online. So it's not my cat, but his cat. The cat was really cute and I found it really cute how he was just casually playing with the cat. Because I told you I'm from the Caribbean. I am black. I am not white. Do you see and you see a white hand in the profile picture? Sir, sir, maybe so, but sir, I am a Caribbean. I'm from the Caribbean. I am not white. And you see a white hand in the profile picture. One day and she'll be fine. Day when you'll be mine, gonna captain. I really wish they'd fix that buzzer because god damn. I wonder what it would be like if I just Who the hell is ringing off that buzzer? I honestly never expected, depending on the area that I lived in, for anyone to just run the buzzer and run. Because this was happening one night ago, and May the Lord bless me. I thought the house was haunted. Why the buzzer was like just being ringed off, and I was like coming outside to see who was out there, if anybody expected anyone. But no, the buzzer was somebody was just out there ringing the buzzer, and I was so scared to go out there that I did not, because with all the crime documentaries I've watched so far, how people just end up getting obliterated just by stepping out of their own house. No, I was not gonna go to the gate and just get booted. I didn't want to get um maybe stabbed. I don't know. I don't know what people do. But I think this stream is gonna be very awkward because of everything that I just said on it so far. Oh, happy days. I am coming. Hooray, I'm almost finished. I'm almost finished. Like the heavens, I no longer have to face insanity anymore. Coming, Marcos. Okay, I might have accidentally just said the cat's name on the street, but you know, it's okay. You know what I mean that. Okay, I might have shown this now. You know, I can just fix. I can just do this. Magical, the last that ever she saw her, carried away by a moonlight shadow. She was storm, sailing and gone, carried away by a moonlight shadow, lost on heaven every night. Far away by the other side, she was caught in love with desperate fight, but she couldn't find how to push through. Falling and falling, carried away by a moonlight shadow, she was on. Okay, this isn't right. Oh my god, I was doing the wrong thing. I say I see you in heaven one day. I say I see you in heaven one day. Okay, then we're gonna add. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit off for doing this or saying this, but I think it came out a little bit goofy. Okay, the last thing, the deadly Okay, forget it. We're gonna just. There's something really wrong with that puzzle. I have officially just went. Forget it. I'll just do it like this. And right now, I can literally hear my grandmother calling every last person I started to tell, say what really happened. Yo, and then the thing is, after this had happened, like, they're like, oh, they'll believe, like, her side of the story. And then they won't even listen to reason. Not knowing that they have a very, very freaking careless mother. Like, it's really beyond belief, but I don't know. Okay, this is the first time my hair's ever came out like this. Okay, the guys have probably been like maybe the last thing I'm gonna have to deal with. I just realized and I quit and I quit with the pens and just started to use my fingers now. My fingers have entered the building. Okay, baby. It won't be like I usually, but let's see how it fares out whenever I use my fingers. Yeah, can do this fingers. We can do this fingers. We've done this over and over again. Like many times when I never had it, but fingers was the thing, or fingers was the life, I guess. Okay, done. Okay, done. So now we're gonna. I don't think I should add anything else. Oh, we're gonna add the lines really teeny, teeny lines. Okay, I forgot. Okay, so anyways, okay, this should be, Okay, next. I thought it's been like hours now. Okay, is it? Is that? Okay, it's white. Never mind, it's white. What about the dots? Okay, the dots are white. Okay, and the eyes. Oh, that was a tongue. I had no idea that was a tongue. Um, so pretty it hurts. Baby, I'm yours. I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. Okay, I might have that a little brush later on. I'll fix that, but I'm just gonna add. Now, just gonna. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm missing. I'm missing. Okay, I'm finally almost finished. Okay, so that's it. Okay, one more touch up. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here for today because I'm honestly really exhausted. Okay, this will sort itself out when I'm finished, but I think I'm gonna stop here for today. Um, yeah, so I don't know how this came out. Maybe it looks a little bit weird, but definitely, I'm definitely gonna fix some things in it. Oh god, I'm tired. So thank you for today, guys, for watching today's live stream. Me drawing. Okay, hey, Mr. Spot. Wrong way again. Oh, come on. Okay, I had to forget it and start using my fingers. Okay, anyway, so thank you guys for watching today's live stream. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments below. I appreciate you guys for watching today's live stream. So, I'm about to close the stream. So goodbye, everyone. Bye. Ah. But hey, girls can be drawn manly too. I mean, it's your art because there was a thing going around. I don't think you know since I don't know if you know, but there's a time where artists were drawing people pregnant. Well, mostly just one creator, this guy who they kept drawing pregnant. I don't know if you ever heard of him and the kind of controversy that he got himself into. I don't even know anymore what the internet is going on. So I think he's called Baby No Money. Apparently, I don't know if he commissioned somebody to draw him pregnant, but then after that, everybody just started draw him pregnant. So it's your art. You can draw it any way how you want it to draw because even when you look at other people's art style, it is very different. Like everybody has a very different art style. Some people choose to like even draw their character a little on the chubby side. And as you know, people on the internet can be very hateful. So they draw their somebody chose to draw their character chubby, and then there are people online who just didn't like it because the character was slightly on the chubbier side. Don't worry, you can always learn because I couldn't draw guys to save my life, and here I am. Still struggling, but I'm still practicing on how to draw guys. But you can do it, don't worry. Really? How'd you get this big? How'd you get this big? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You, you, you. Ah! Wait a gosh darn minute. Where did you get that from? Where did you get my vgen from? Ah! Oh wait. I totally forgot. I totally forgot. I'm so sorry. I forgot I still had my link there. Um, if you haven't, if you don't already know this, but I've been, I me and this app. Oh, I forgot about that. But anyways, me and this app has been having some beef since I got booted off of this app 2 times now, and this is why this isn't my first ID on this app. But because of some certain things I said, they just flagged me, and then I ended up back here twice. Yeah, now you see where I'm coming from. My memory just isn't there. Anyways, I'm gonna end this live stream now. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. I did not sound appropriate. Now I can just suffer over the coloring. I'm gonna just log off and just you gotta you gotta. Where's the button? Where's the button? Man, every time this app does this to me every time. Where is the button? Where's the button to come off of this live stream? Where is it? Okay, I had no idea I was still here.